I'm creating a new training course. I can choose from a range of templates which can be customized to my needs. I start with a blank course. The course colors will of course be suitable for use on any device. Selecting this setting means it will be ideally suited to the iPad. In the course properties, I select various options to meet my needs and choose a background image. By following a few simple steps, I transfer my training concept into a structured format. Finally, I create the folder for the quiz questions. I follow the next few steps to fill the folders with content. In this video, I am going to create a course by importing slides from a PowerPoint presentation. I select Import and click on Import PowerPoint Slides. I select a PowerPoint presentation in the PPTX format. I'll leave the import options unchanged for now, but I want to import only a portion of the slides. A new course has been created, named like the presentation. The imported slides are in the folder with the same name. I open a slide to edit it. The objects from the PowerPoint presentation are placed on the stage. I can select and change every single object. Texts have been converted to images during the import. They cannot be changed or translated. The reason is the import setting Preserve Appearance. Because of license issues, not all fonts may be published, so texts need to be converted to images to guarantee the same look in the published course. Let's have a look at the second import option. Again, I select Import and click on Import PowerPoint Slides. Now I choose the option Optimize for editing. Like before a course is created from the imported slides. I open the same slide as before for editing. Now, all the texts are editable text fields. A font has been selected automatically, which looks similar to the original one. I'll just add some text. Done. Using the PowerPoint import, I can easily use existing PowerPoint content in my courses and make it available for mobile devices. I've finished creating my course and have defined the structure. In the next easy stages, I create a new slide. I call it Different Countries, Different Colors, and I'm going to work on it right away. First of all, I add an existing image. Audio commentary or music has a positive effect on learner attention levels. I create a circle. Then, I change its properties. To save myself some time, I copy the shape and simply change its position and color. I have already created all the various elements and now I'm going to synchronize the timing. This is really easy to do by right-clicking on the bar in the timeline. I use fade in and fade out effects to add the final finishing touches to the content. I have the image roll in from the left for 1 second. Of course, I can also choose to have text blend in and out. Now, it's time to take a look at the results in the Content Studio. Looks pretty good so far. The course has been created and the first few slides are complete. At this point, I decide to keep the course design interesting by putting in a question. Just like when creating a course, I can choose between various different templates. I select multiple choice. I make some changes to the new question. First of all, I change the question text. Then, I enter all the possible answers and mark the correct response. Actually, I made a mistake here. There's only one correct answer, so I need to change the question type to single choice. Just like with the slides, I can add images or text to the questions. I move the image to the background. I format the question text so that it fits the question topic. I change the view to correct. This is what the learner sees when he or she gives a correct answer. Providing individual feedback helps to keep learners motivated. Well, that was pretty easy. Now, I just need to save everything. I drag my question over to the other quiz questions. I've deliberately used a range of question types as it facilitates more effective learning. In the next step, I'll use the questions to create a quiz. The questions are ready. Now I'm going to work on the quiz. I select the questions I want to include. "5 minutes should allow enough time to answer them. Learners can repeat the quiz as often as they want. The questions can appear in random order. The setting correct, incorrect means the learner receives feedback on his or her response to the question. If a wrong answer is given, the correct answer will not be displayed. As the learners receive feedback to the question, they may not go back and correct their answers, but may only navigate from one question to the next. I leave the properties under Results as they are. I want to assess the learner based on my own marking scheme. A result of 90% or more is marked as excellent. Results ranging between 60 and 90% are marked as good. Learners need a score of good or better to pass the test. To prevent learners from looking at the quiz questions as they do the course, I hide them in the depot. My quiz is now complete, and I can ensure learning success. I've completed work on the course. Before publishing the course, I have a quick look through it. I use drag and drop to change the sequence of my slides. By publishing the course, I'm preparing it for use on a web server, mobile device, or learning management system. The results are immediately visible in the browser. Now I can try out the hotspot that I created earlier. I switch to Course Overview. Here, I can navigate to other learning objects. Like in the Content Studio, there's a second display option for the course. This is how the restricted area appears to learners until they have fulfilled all the relevant access criteria. The course structure is displayed very clearly, both in the browser and in the Content Studio. Content Studio has extensive video functionality. Videos can be added to slides directly, or added as individual elements to courses. It is possible to export slides as video files, or convert them during publishing. This is especially useful to view them on mobile devices with low-performance hardware. To add a video to my course, I select Insert, Video. I select the video file I want to add. The video is converted automatically to a format suitable for all devices. Now, I choose a poster image, which is shown in the overview. And done. The video is played in the course the same way as a slide. Now I want to extend my course further. I add a PDF file to my course as a learning object. A colleague has prepared a glossary, which I copy into my course. I simply drag and drop it into my course. The glossary contains information that I want to link with a slide. I use the filter function to help me locate the slide more quickly. I can link the term to any object in my slide. The link is highlighted with a symbol in the timeline. I select Glossary as the link type. All terms contained in the glossary are listed here. Now, I just click on Save and Close, and the course is ready to use. Learning paths are of increasing importance. I address this by using the options Jump and Restricted Area. This chapter should not be immediately accessible. I set up a restricted area and define the relevant access criteria. These can be test results, overall progress, or status of individual content. The learner must successfully complete the entire chapter entitled Color Perception in order to be able to access content in the restricted area. The criteria I've defined are displayed here and may be deleted or changed at any time. I add another requirement here. I drag the chapter entitled Spot Colors into the restricted area so that the access criteria apply here too. My restricted area is now complete. I use a jump command so that learners who are already familiar with the topic can automatically skip certain content. Now, I define the criteria just like I did for the restricted area. Where all criteria are met, I direct the learners onto the chapter Colors and Feelings. I want to display a message informing the learner. Perfect! The arrow indicates where the jump command will take the learner next.
I am off to a good start. Now I want additional information on the colors to be available interactively. To do that, I use the function interactivity. The information shall become visible when the user clicks or taps on the circle. Therefore, I choose Overlay Click in the menu. I select the option Hide Other Overlays, so that only the overlay of the current interactive element is displayed. I have already prepared the additional information content. I add an empty group as overlay and move my display elements into that group. That's it. My interactive overlay is finished. A connection arrow shows that this group is displayed by that interactive element. In addition, the mouse cursor symbol is displayed in the visibility column. The overlay elements are only shown during editing, if either the interactive or an overlay element is selected. The connection arrow behaves the same way. I select another element for demonstration. Now the overlay elements are not visible. If I select the circle, they are shown again. Let's have a look at that in the preview. I click on the circle and the additional information is shown. Interactive elements encourage active participation by the learner and increase attention.
I'd like to translate this course, currently in German, into the English language. To do that, I navigate to File, Translation. I want to create an XLIFF file, which I can send directly to a translation agency. Because the translation agency uses the software Trados, all text formats can be retained. I click on the button Create XLIFF Document and choose English in the Context menu. Now, I just have to choose a folder to save the file. I send the file to the translation agency and get it back with the translated texts. Now I can import this file at the menu Translation. The translated course should be saved in the same folder as the original one. Done! The course is translated. I preview one of the slides. All texts are now in English and the highlights stayed. Texts in different languages are not always of the same length. Therefore, the translated content should get checked for poorly placed line breaks and overlapping texts. After the text formatting is brought to perfection, the translated course is ready for publishing. Using this translation workflow, content can be made available in different languages fast and easy. Videos can be used in slides directly. I want to add a video in this slide. Using Insert Video, I select a video file. Now, I choose a poster image. I check the results using the preview. A click on the video opens it in a window overlapping the content. During playback, the slide is paused. There is another option how the video can be used in the slide. I select the option Sync with Timeline in the video properties. Now, the video plays in sync with the other elements in the slide. This mode of display is not available on mobile devices. On those videos are, regardless of the setting, always played in an overlay window. Both options are only available for desktop browsers. Slides in Content Studio can be exported as videos or be converted to videos during publishing. I want to convert this slide to a video that I can mail. I edit the slide and select File, Export, Export Slide as Video. I can now easily send the created video file in an email or upload it to YouTube. This slide should be converted to a video during publishing. The slide stays editable, of course. I activate the option Publish Slide as Video. The slide is now displayed different to other slides in the course structure. This way, I can see that the slide is going to be converted during publishing. I publish the course, and click on Launch. When I open the overview and switch to the structure view, a symbol shows that this slide is now a video. The slide looks exactly like I created it. This mode of publishing is best for slides with many elements and effects if tablets or PCs with low performance hardware are used to view them. In this video, I use the function VoiceOver to generate sound files from text. This slide already contains subtitles. I click on the button Create VoiceOver in the properties of the subtitle. The text from the subtitle is already filled in and I can listen to it instantly.
In the 1980s, the videotape was primarily used as a medium for movies.
That sounds quite good. I'll tweak the settings just a little. I select a female voice and reduce the speed to 94%. That way, it is easier to catch on to the speaker.
In the 1980s, the videotape was primarily used as a medium for movies.
Perfect. Only step left is inserting the audio. I adjust the length of the subtitle to align with the audio. The voiceover text can be changed anytime. A simple double click on the bar in the timeline Or a click on Edit in the VoiceOver properties is all it needs. The VoiceOver can also be used without subtitles. Clicking VoiceOver in the Insert group of the ribbon opens the dialog to enter text.
The distribution of the video.
In the 1980s, the videotape was primarily used as a data medium for movies. Due to the advent of new technologies, such as DVD videos and hard disk recorders, the importance of the videocassette has been greatly reduced.
Using VoiceOver, it is possible to create synchronized content before professional voice recordings are ready. The audio files can be exchanged anytime, and the timing of other elements usually needs only a little tweaking.